so beautiful to me. You are so beautiful to me. Can't you see? You're everything I hope for. You're everything I need. You are so beautiful to me. Such joy and happiness you bring. Such joy and happiness you bring, like a dream, a guiding light that shines in the night, heaven's gift to me. You are so beautiful to me. That was played on a McAfee Islander plastic ukulele. You can see on the headstock there's the Islander symbol. A lot of detail on this one. This is the deluxe model. Looking down the fretboard, there's color in the fretboard, body hole, the sound hole, and the fret or the bridge cover is a little fancier. You can see there's a lot of striation in the plastic. If you see it in person, it's actually got some orange tint to it. And on the fretboard, I don't know if you can see it very well, but there's kind of some pearly color in here, and even the tuning knobs kind of are pearly colored when you see them in person. Here's the basic Islander. Again, if you want to see the comparison to the headstock, there's a lot more detail on the so-called deluxe model. And you can see the fretboard's the same, but it's more in black. Otherwise, same, a little bit more plain bridge. It's a dark color instead of all the striations. This one still has the made of styrene sticker, the wonderful plastic of the 50s, a modern marvel. And this one I had to replace a tuning knob on when I got it. One thing to make note of is if you buy one, quite a few times there's one tuner missing. This cannot be replaced with just a standard Grover tuner. It is a smaller hole in the plastic headstock than a normal ukulele hole now, and you know, if you go to drill this hole bigger with a drill, it's going to probably crack and shatter. And so you want to be really careful. All I had to do on this, since all I needed was a screw on the end and the tuning knob itself, was I got the screw at the hardware store, got a knob from one of my other tuners that I had laying around, wrapped some scotch tape around the pin, pushed it on, tightened it up, and it's working fine. But if you're missing one, you might have a hard time finding a way to make that fit. Another plastic uke that I have is the Flamingo, which is made by Emily. If you look at them right off, they look pretty much the same, except there's no bridge cover. It's just plain white, the same color as the top. There is a lot of color on this one, of course, easily fixable with super glue, and on this end I think it was fixed with old airplane cement. Can't see the frets on the fretboard. They do have little painted fret markers. The detail on the headstock is a couple hula dancers with palm trees, and this one has a pitch pipe on the top. I don't know if all of them came with pitch pipes or not. A lot of times you don't see them with them on there, so I don't know if they broke off, if this was a standard thing on here. And yes, Mom, I did swab it out with alcohol, so I won't get any strange 1950s disease or any nuclear fallout or anything from here. So doesn't work too bad. It's a brass pitch pipe mechanisms inside the plastic, and so that's that one. Then I have another plastic one called, and this one's called what looks like Finder, but I believe it's Finder, And because the old instruction books for these it helped you a patented method for teaching you how to find your way around the fretboard. And so I think it was the Finder Uke, and they did come with different colored ukulele strings. And so the booklet would say, put your index finger on the red. Well, it wasn't red. They used like cinnamon or some other color. I forget what the spice names they used. On that string at the 3rd fret, or however it was, kind of like the old Roy Clark stickers on your guitars like they used to have in the 70s when I was young. And otherwise, this is a little bit different, and it looks like the top is all one piece and the back is all one piece. So the construction is a little bit, but the tuning knobs are not adjustable. There's no screw in these. They compress tight. So what happens is when they get old, as this one has, now when I've changed the strings out, you try to get the strings tight, and then the tension on the strings can't be maintained. So I pried off the knobs, stuck neoprene washers in there, and I don't know if I still have them not pushed on tight enough or not, but the string tension still cannot be maintained. So if you know of a way to make that playable, maybe I just haven't squished hard enough on that to make it fit. At any rate, at this point in time, it's more of a wall hanger, more of a toy anyways. You can see the action is quite high, but it would probably play all right once the strings got put on it. The Islander, on the other hand, action on both of my Islanders are really low. It's really a nice playing uke. It plays nice, fits nice in your hand. However, don't put it in the back window of your car. I imagine a whole lot of them in the 50s and 60s melted that way. I have a friend who that happened to hers when she was young. She has a replacement since then, but her original one as a child was melted in the car. So you'll want to be careful with that. And remember about that tuning knob thing. Could cause you some problems. But otherwise, plastic ukes are fun, especially the Islanders, and the Flamingo is not bad. It's kind of fun to have one in the collection.